Let's see if we're live. I need to do. I'll have to check the audio too, just to make sure on Twitch. Make sure. But
Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wait.
are we not live? What's going on? We should be
Uh,
live, but it's not showing it. For some reason, it's not letting me load up.
on this day,
Here we go.
I can see
I need to do.
clearly.
I'll have to check the audio too, just to make sure
Man,
on Twitch. Make sure.
I am so glad. Man, I'm so glad I got a mic stand. Cause it's only I ever have one these like these start saying what I've been used here. Like every time I be like far away, yeah, I
Testing
can
one,
like
two, three.
every time I be like far away,
Have we figured out whether we wanted to
Testing
do
one, two, three.
like make a dedicated Twitch channel for podcast?
Testing one, two, three.
Like make a dedicated Twitch channel for
I mean,
podcast.
shoot, I'm down with it.
Um, it's up to you guys if y'all want to make another channel. I don't mean. I don't really think
No
we.
man, like a channel on Twitch just for the podcast with the name.
Yeah, I'm saying it's up to you guys if y'all want to. If y'all want to do that.
Yeah, I'm just like I'm not doing that. I'm just down wherever.
Like I didn't fight trying to make another channel since I already had a channel on Twitch. I didn't feel the need to do one, but
Yeah,
I can understand having another channel that way. Like if like saying if I wasn't here, that way and y'all like that way I have more. I don't know how to do it. I don't have more than one person log on to Twitch that channel. That way, say if I couldn't come on and host, you can still host on the same
yeah.
channel. I can see that being better, right? I don't
Yeah,
know.
like
I don't know about how to set that up and all that. I mean, I guess it just everybody knows how to log in. You should have.
I'm gonna say like the weekend since like set it up. It's just
Yeah, because like I was planning on doing that. I just wanted you guys' input on it.
No, I don't think there's. I
But
think it's. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
also the thing I wanted to do today was I'll also like do the descriptions on the YouTube videos.
Okay.
So one of the things I wanted to do to accomplish this weekend.
Okay. Okay. Okay, goes. I love it. I'm gonna say like I was I'm very much curious about the descriptions and tags.
But
Uh,
yeah, but we are live, so I want to start the show.
all right.
Uh,
My check. 1 2 1 2.
but yeah, it's let's get mm, 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 mm. Wait a minute, give me a minute.
My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2. My check 1 2 1 2.
All right, Tessie, you can.
Uh, I'm sorry. Try. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I should try to see what need to be
What
adjusted.
mic is that?
A blue Yeti.
No, but is that I know it's a Blue Yeti, but is that one of the newer ones?
Yeah, I think the black one. On the newest one, they had the silver one.
but everybody, we're live. Uh, Hidden Polygons. I think it's this episode 42. Uh,
Uh,
I have
Yeah, I
it in
believe so.
I have it in description. I just don't have it on my top of my uh yeah yeah, this episode 42.
yeah, like
And yeah, we had a lot of stuff go down today in the gaming news. We got official reveal of the Xbox Series S, and we got the price of it, and we got the price of the Series X, and we got the official launch date of those systems. And we had the Ubisoft event go down, and new Zelda game got announced, and it's a lot of stuff to talk about. But before we get into the gaming stuff, we got a little bit of movie news we want to talk about. You want to go first, Emperor? Or you want me to do my little mini review of Milan movie?
I can go first.
Okay.
So this was last Monday. I actually went to go watch Tenet, the new Christopher Nolan movie, and I risked my life and went to the movie theaters.
You sure did, boys. You sure did. And you risked my life too, 'cause I see you every day at
Oh
work.
yeah.
You put my life in danger.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah. Well,
But
I think I'm okay. I don't think I have any. I mean, I might have got it, but I'm not having any serious
yeah,
symptoms from it.
jeez,
It's been,
it's a slow burn, man.
yeah.
jeez.
But yeah, I want to go see it, and you know what? The movie theaters aren't too full, which is probably a good thing.
Like, how much capacity is how many people is in there?
Well, when I went to go watch the movie, I'll tell you this: when I went to go watch the movie, they put us in like one of the last, like, those theaters right at the ends of the building,
Yeah.
like those small ones. And I
Uh,
would say probably about 15 people went there, and we were kind of pretty spaced out evenly between everybody.
shoot.
So yeah, that's what risked my life. Tell you
Yeah.
the
What about? Yeah.
truth.
Was people
Well,
wearing face masks? You said there were
well,
people were wearing
Yeah,
face
people
masks.
were
They probably
wearing face
enforced.
masks.
Yeah.
From what I've seen from the people that were in front of me, they were wearing face masks unless they were eating their popcorn,
Yeah.
drinking
mm,
stuff.
Yeah. It's kind of hard to eat. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
So yeah, that was the theater in terms of going back to the theaters. Anybody wants to know what's like during this during this pandemic. But yeah, the movie itself. Like, have any of you watched any Christopher Nolan movies?
I mean, Batman.
I mean, besides Batman movies.
That's but I mean I've seen a little bit of that other one, but I don't think I really watched all of it like straightforward.
Yeah.
Like what was it? What's it called? The one was like I can't remember what the movie's called. It starts with an I.
What actors did it have in it?
I don't know. It had
Was it
did it have
DiCaprio?
yeah
Yeah. Inception.
Inception, yeah. I think I might have caught
Well,
the end of it. To tell you the truth.
yeah. This new movie Tenet is pretty much, it's almost like a successor to it because it does deal with time, even though the other one deals with like more dream time and stuff. I think this guy just outdid himself with his whole timeline thing because the movie's great. It, it was great to me just for the fact that it confused me while watching it.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to see a movie that confuses me.
I mean, it doesn't confuse you right at the start, but it's whenever you think about it too much is when it confuses you, which is the type of thing that I'm looking for, especially with his type of movies. Because this whole time thing, because I'm not sure if you've seen the trailers, there are moments in that movie where time is reversing while people are going forwards. If that makes any sense.
Uh, no, I mean,
See, it's confusing you already.
yeah, I had to, you describing it is, but I think I would probably get most of it if I was actually watching the movie.
Yeah, and you can say that as well. But it's once you actually go deeper into it and try to figure things out, more deeply is when it confuses you. But overall, the movie's great. Like if you like Chris Nolan, you're gonna love this movie. I highly recommend whenever this gets on demand. If you need to rent it, buy it from like I don't know the PlayStation Store or something. It's like go ahead and rent it. It's a great movie. I loved it.
Cool. Uh, and yeah, and I seen in the movie I seen. Are you done? You want to say any more? I
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. So I watched the Milan movie, the Milan remake. I didn't go. I watched it on online. You can watch it on Disney Plus. Uh, but I overall say I thought the Milan movie was good. I think it was it's basically the same. It's pretty much retelling of what you've seen on the animated movie. I mean, it's got some different things to it. There's no dragon, but there is a phoenix. But it doesn't. You don't have that. You don't have that. You don't have that comedy element like you did in the animated movie because you don't have the dragon, and it's more of a serious movie. It's still got some fun moments and some little comedy things in it, but it's more of a serious tone movie. But I think it fits. But I think overall the movie is good. I like what they did with the characters. I thought the chick that played Milan, that she did a good job. And it's a shame that the comments that she made is gonna affect this movie because I think the movie is very good. I thought she did a very good job, and I really like the parts where she's in the camp training to be a soldier. I thought that stuff was very done, very good. And I like the scenes that was in that movie. And like I said, at the end, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little bit emotional. At the end of the movie, stuff's going down, and I'm in my feels. I'm like, damn, it got you know, it got me in the feels a little bit. Cause I really all the characters like the people she meets during the her training. Like all those characters I thought were pretty cool. And I got emotionally invested with these characters. I mean, I would say I probably enjoy this movie more than I enjoyed the animated movie. Maybe it's because I the Milan movie was okay, animated movie was okay, but it was just like, it's not one of my favorite Disney movies. But this movie is seem more my type of movie because I like martial arts. I like international movies like that. I like action movies, and this has that action martial arts, uh, vibe to it. But like I said, it's thought it was very done, very good. I mean, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I would love to see this in theaters. I would love to see this on a big screen. It would have been awesome. I think it would have made the experience even better because it's got that big movie look to it and everything. But like I said, I enjoyed the movie. It's actually got the chick who did Milan's voice in that anime movie. She's actually in the movie, but she's just got like a little cameo. I forgot her name, but she actually plays on. It's the woman who plays in Agents of Shield. I forgot her actual name, but she actually plays in Agents of Shield. But she actually did the original voice for Milan in the animated movie, which I didn't know that. But yeah, she's actually in this movie at the very end. She's look a little fast cameo kind of thing. But I thought that was pretty cool, and I'm just kind of cool that I didn't know she did the voice for Milan. But kind of makes sense now when I can picture her voice. I can help picture her doing a Milan voice. But yeah, overall, I thought the movie was good. I mean, I know some people are hating on the movie, but I mean, I thought the movie was good, and yeah.
You don't say so.
I don't know if you have any questions about the movie or anything before we move on.
So I had an idea. So do you think, at least for you, do you think it would have been better if they brought Mushu as like a counter character to that witch?
Uh, oh, I didn't really want to get into spoil story elements too much, but
I mean, you saw it in the trailer. So.
yeah. Well, I guess my biggest complaint on the movie is it's a small complaint, but it just to me it's like I like Mushu character. I would like to see him in the movie, right? I like that
Yeah.
character, And I can see why he's not in this movie because this movie is more serious, right? And I bringing him in the movie, if they would have kept his personality as it is in the movie, I think it would have. I don't know how they would have fit him in the movie as it is, right? Because when she's in the camp and stuff, it's more of a serious tone going on. You know, some comedy moments with her, with the boys and stuff, but it's more serious of her struggles as she's in that camp training and everything she's going through. I think having him in that, being how he is and being comedy, I think it would have took away for what they was trying to show, right? So I can see that. But another thing is this movie's not super like fantasy, with the magic and stuff. They do hint like yeah,
Yeah.
she's really entwined with the chi and stuff. But then they have this character in the movie you see in the trailer, this woman who's rich. She's a witch, right? And she mag- magical powers, if you want to say, where she can transform. She transforms into like a, I think it's a crow. I'm not sure what kind of bird. It's some type of bird and stuff. And she does, she's got like magical powers in a way, but not crazy. But you can see her transform and do different things, right? Sorcery, I guess you can call it.
Yeah.
But that's the only time you really see that. I mean, you see like this phoenix in the sky, but it's like Milan sees it, but you don't know if she's actually seen it. If it's just like it's kind of hard to describe. You actually see it. I mean, you definitely see it, and that's taking the place of Mushi, right? That's the guardian. That's pretty much the guardian. Her dad. He's like praying to the guardians, and then that's when you see the phoenix. So the phoenix is taking place of the dragon, but it's not officially interactive with Milan like the dragon, like Bushi does.
Okay.
So that I mean, so yeah, I just think that I don't think they needed. I mean, I like having the witch in the movie and what she did, and she kind of represents Milan in the way too. I don't want to give it up, but you can kind of if you watch the movie, you can see she kind of like Milan in a way and her struggles and stuff. But it's kind of she almost seems out of place because you don't see any other stuff like it in the movie. Like you don't see any other type of like fantasy elements in the movie besides the Phoenix. But the Phoenix is like, you know, I don't know how to put it into words what I'm trying to say, but it's just kind of there, right? And then like nobody else has any kind of like fancy elements. And I mean, like I said, Milan's entering with the chi, but it's kind of makes her fight better. You don't, So, but then you got this character who's like transforming into an animal and doing other stuff, but nobody else can do that. And it's kind of like, okay. So yeah,
All right.
I don't know if I answered that very good. I kind of went all over the place, but but like overall, like I said, I see why they didn't put the dragon in it from a story wise because I think uh, you know, the type of movie it is. I don't know if he would have fit, but
Yeah.
they did put. But my thing is, the Phoenix could have been just a dragon. Instead of that, what the Phoenix did, that could have just been a dragon, right? Instead of the creature that's flying in the sky, guarding Milan, that could have been a dragon instead of a Phoenix. I don't know why they changed it. I mean, I think I don't know why because the Phoenix represents something else and stuff, and the dragon but to me, it just could have been a dragon. I don't know instead of a Phoenix, but yeah. Uh, but yeah, like I said, I enjoyed Milan movie. I thought it was a good movie. Like I said, it got me feeling a certain type of way at the end of the movie. Got to my emotions a little bit, but but it was a good movie. Uh, so I guess with that we can move on to well, before we go, I would say that in other movie news, they did push Wonder Woman back. I think till I'm not sure when it was supposed to come out, but I think they pushed it to December.
Yeah. They pushed it back to December.
Yeah.
Probably think Christmas. I think.
Yeah, I think they're just trying to push. They're just waiting. All that to me, all this is they're trying to wait for people to. They want more people to go see the movie, right? They
Yeah.
want as many people, and they're probably just trying to wait until they think there's gonna be a vaccine or it's gonna be better out there. And I got news for people. You might as well push all these movies back until next year if you want people to go see more. You want the most people to go see because it
No,
seems like
don't do it.
it seems like they want a vaccine maybe come out at the end of the year, but even then, I don't think it's gonna be the theaters are gonna be back to normal, any kind of normal until next year.
That's perfectly fine with me. There's more space and more less people to annoy me at the movie theaters.
Yeah, but to me, somebody like me who I'm not even trying to take no chance with any kind of body. I ain't going to the movie theaters this year. I'll tell you that right now. I'm not doing it. I ain't. Mm. Unless I take the vaccine myself, and I feel like I'm good to go. I ain't doing anything I don't have to do, cause I'm here. I'm this. Yeah, I don't want to get in subject about the virus, but yeah, I'm just being safe, and I heard some stuff today about it. I'm just like, oh man, this is not good. It's not good. It's even. Yeah, I don't want to talk. I want to talk about that during this, but yeah, but I think that's what it is. I think they want as many people as they can to see it, so
Yeah,
they probably pushed it back. They wanted.
which honestly, I was surprised they released the Tenant movie.
Yeah, I want how big the budget was in that movie. Maybe they don't have to
It
make
was
it.
200 million,
Oh man, yeah. Well,
and I think as of right now, it only made 150
I seen it only made like
or
30
100.
million, but that might have just been the weekend. They only made like 30 million. That might have just only been in USA.
Yeah, I think that was only in the U.S. because my brother told me about it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's. I just think that this. I think you should put the movies out in theaters and put them out where you can buy them
Yeah,
online. I don't think they should be $30. Maybe
yeah, because
15.
I would love to go back and watch it, but I also don't want to go back.
Like I want to see Bill and Ted. I haven't got to see Bill and Ted yet, but I don't want to spend the $25. I did hear that Milan would be
Can't you rent
free.
it?
I did hear Milan. I heard that Milan would be free on Disney Plus in December. So if you wait till December, you can watch Milan on Disney Plus just by having Disney Plus.
So
So
you have to straight out buy it. You can't rent it from like Amazon or something,
what?
like any of the movies.
Well, you're renting them, but the price is like 20, $30. But you're renting the
Oh,
movies.
really?
Yeah,
Oh,
you're not. Yeah, when you
never mind
even
then.
when you spend 20, $30, yeah, you're not buying them. I think some movies you might be buying, but I think most movies, even though you're renting them, you're still spending like 20, $30. Okay, I got something for. We're about to go on to the next gen talk, but developers commentary's got a comment. He says Alan, which is a friend of mine, is thinking about foregoing the next gen consoles because he says with PS exclusives going to PC, why should I spend $500 on a console when I can get a low end gaming that customizable? Well, the thing is,
Yeah, we were talking about this. Me and you were talking about this last week.
all
This week.
all the PlayStation exclusives are not going to go to PC, and when they do go to PC, they're not going to go. They're not going to go until 2 years later. So you're not going to get the. So when God of War 2 comes out, that's not coming to PC until 2 years later. They're not going to put the. They're not going to be like Microsoft. They are not going to put the brand new exclusives to PC until 2 years after they've been out. They're not going to be like Microsoft and be day in day out. You won't get first party games from PlayStation on PC until 2 years after it's been out. So yeah, they'll probably will go to PC, but not for 2 years after they've been out. So if you don't mind waiting 2 years to play PlayStation games on the PC, you can do that. Me, I just don't like playing on the PC. I like playing on my console. I want to sit in front of my TV and I want to play on my console. And when you play on PC, you get more hackers on PC. When you play multiplayer games on PC, more people hack. There's more people cheating on PC. So if you don't mind playing with a bunch of Cheetos all the time, play on the PC because that's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a lot more hackers and Cheetos on PC when it comes to multiplayer games. And people hack and cheat on single players, but that doesn't affect you because I know people at work. But I'm getting free gaming PC every 2 years. You getting what do you mean free gaming PC every 2 years? But I'm getting
Wait, what?
he says,
Two years?
but I'm free gaming PC every 2 years. I don't know what you mean by that.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
I don't understand what you mean by free. I don't understand what you mean by free gaming PC every 2 years. Maybe talk about free games. But like I said, oh for work. Well, yeah, if you're getting the free gaming PC, that's cool. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with PC gaming. I'm always gonna stick with the console. It's probably always gonna be a PlayStation because PlayStation, like I said, has my games, and I'm not gonna wait 2 years if those games do come on PC. They're not gonna come on PC until 2 years, maybe a year at the earliest, but more likely it's gonna be a year to 2 years after it's been on PlayStation. And then on my multiplayer games, I don't want to play with a bunch of Cheetos. A lot of people cheat on PC. When it comes to first-person games, definitely So I mean, it's cheat on PlayStation too, but you get more hackers and cheaters on PC because it's easier to do. So, and like I said, on but yeah, but I understand people saying that. But and also to get the performance you want to get on your new PlayStation or even an Xbox, you're gonna have to spend a good amount of money on the PC to get this kind of performance. If you're gonna get a PC, you're gonna probably spend at least $1,000 to get the kind of performance, maybe more than that, to get the performance you're getting on the next gen. If you want a gaming PC, you could do
On
ray.
console.
No, on console, not consoles, but PC. If you want to get the performance of a PlayStation 5 or a Xbox Series S or X, you can probably have to at least spend $1,000 because you want ray tracing, right? And ray trace, you do good video card with ray trace and the amount
I
of
don't think
memory.
so.
I think so. I really think
I mean,
I'm looking at
unless that's a
because
big feature you want, because honestly, I see no difference between now and then.
well, I'm just talking about if you talk, I don't know exactly how the PlayStation stuff will perform and all that, but I'm just saying on what we know about next gen, they have ray tracing, and if you want a video card that can do ray tracing and not drop its frame rates on like high graphics, you need a good video card, right? And them video cards cost $300 or $400, right? To get one that does, I can't talk. That does good ray tracing, right? You need a get high end video card, right? So you're gonna need to spend a good amount of money on the PC, right? So you can probably at least spend $1,000. That's not even talking about the monitor. Well, I guess if you want, So to me, I think that you know PC you can make it more powerful, but you had to spend the money. So I'm gonna stick with the consoles. I mean, like I said, I'm pretty sure if I got the money and I can find one, you see me with a PS5 day one, you know. And like I said, I need a new PC, but I just I don't really game
I
with my
mean,
P.
I totally disagree with you there, but
Wait a minute, what do you disagree with? This is
that you need to buy a PC for $1,000 to at least compete with the next generation consoles.
how much do you think you had to spend then? And point me
Probably
to
less than that.
the specs that you would be using for that PC.
If you want
The
like
video card and
no, not
and
the I'm not
video
yeah, I'm
card and
not even
CPU
just talking about the video card. I'm just talking about just getting the specs and performance from a console
for next gen
and comparing
console.
it to getting a PC.
If you want the specs, I'm saying if you want the performance of a PS5 and an Xbox, how much
Yes.
you need a good video card with does good ray tracing because these consoles are doing ray tracing next gen. They're doing super fast loading with the hard drive, right? SSD. PlayStation 5 has you look at the price of an SSD that's going to be comparable to Sony's hard drive solution. That hard drive is going to cost you probably $300 itself. I seen yeah, to get that super fast SSD when it comes out to market, that SSD is going to be big money. I don't want to say $300. It's going to probably be 150 to 200, right? So how much money? So that's just on the hard drive. That's comparable to Sony's hard drive. So how much money? So to me, how much you think you're gonna spend? Just that's already $200 right there for the hard drive. And then you got to think about a good CPU, right? And you got to think about a video card.
I
And
think you're thinking way too much about it.
no, I'm saying if you want a computer that's comparable, I'm just gonna say what you get with the PlayStation and Xbox to get that performance on a PC. You probably have to spend around $1,000, maybe 950. I don't know, but I'm saying at least $1,000, maybe $800 to $1,000. I think you have to spend. And PlayStation and consoles in general always outperform what they specs say too. So to me, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you had to show me the spec. You had to show me the parts you're gonna spend that's gonna be comparable to a PlayStation, Xbox, and tell me the price. Cause I know the hard drive itself is gonna be $200, right? So you're gonna get that's just the hard drive, and then you get a good video card. Like we just bought a computer. Mayhem just bought him a computer. How much did we spend on that computer, Mayhem? Was it like $1,000 you spent?
You know, I don't remember. It pretty made these, pretty released like 11 like 1100.
Yeah, PlayStation 5 and
I was about to
Xbox.
say, you don't know how much you spent on a computer that costs like over $1,000.
Well, it's been a while, so he's probably forgot. But
Yeah.
that he
Yeah,
bought
if it's
that.
a big purchase, I remember that
Yeah,
purchase.
I know. I feel you on that note. I definitely feel you on that note. I'm definitely not balling when I can just spend $1,000 like it's nothing. But to me, he spent $1,000 on that computer. The PlayStation 5 and Xbox should run games better than his PC can run. One thing, he doesn't have SSD. Well, he does have SSD, but that SSD is not as fast as PlayStation's SSD. And then I don't know, his card is not very. His video card is not. I don't know if he can
Like,
even
yeah,
do
but granted,
retracing.
I will say this: as of right now, probably yeah, because everything that you're saying right now, we're all talking about next gen technology,
Yeah,
right?
I'm talking about in
Like
November.
these things aren't even.
I'm talking about when you go to buy one in November. Cause I don't think you can't even get the SSD that Sony has right now. It'll be I think it'll be coming out. It'll probably be out around November, but it's gonna be super expensive.
Yeah,
So I'm just saying to get.
but then again, I don't believe so. Just because like what Sony's doing with their SSD, I
But
don't.
Xbox got a fast SSD too.
Yeah, but it's just fast. It's not doing what PlayStation's doing.
It's doing what PlayStation doing. It's just not doing it as good. It's still making it. It's still doing better load times.
It's still doing better load times, but considering what PlayStation is doing internally in their software, I don't believe they're doing the same thing.
No, but they're getting not the same effects, but around the same effects. Like Sony's gonna be faster as far as loading textures and streaming, but Xbox is going to do it. They're just not going to do it as good because their methods are different, right? Sony's got better
Yeah, because
SSD,
from
and
here's the thing, from my understanding, Xbox is just putting a faster hard drive in there.
they're putting
Plain and
S,
simple.
they're putting the SSD in it, but they do have some other stuff they say that they're doing, but it's
Like,
software.
well, they haven't said anything about it. So.
Well, they came up with these things about variable rate trading and some other words they've used that's supposed to speed up the loading, right? But I think it's software based on top of the SSD they have. But yeah, so to me,
No, you
I
can tell me that because
I read a lot about this stuff, so I'm always reading. But like I said, I to me, I think that to get a PC that can do what PS5 and Xbox should do, maybe they come out they're not doing what they should do, so maybe you don't need a PC like I think you need one, right? I'm just going off of the specs, right, and all
yeah.
that. But you're gonna have to me, you have to spend at least $1,000 to get that performance. But a PC, but when you do that, but I would say if you do want a PC, I understand because when you do spend that money for a PC, well, that PC is gonna allow you to do other things too. So, like if you want to edit stuff, you do get more with the PC because you're able to do more, right? Than just game, right? So, but yeah, we went off trail. I was just going off the commentary, just talking about that. I just to me, I ain't gonna lie. I'm just biased. I'm just not. I'm not a big PC gamer. I mean, I play PC games. I always. I don't. I just. I don't like. I enjoy being on the couch on my console. I enjoy being on my couch in front of my big screen TV. I know you can put your computer on the TV, which I've had, but it sometimes doesn't look right when you do that, and it just. I don't know. I don't always want a big screen on my computer, right? I rather like I said, I play MMO games on my PC, but now MMO games are starting to come to console, so it's like, well, I don't really, and I don't like the mouse and keyboard either. I know you can buy controllers, but it's just I don't know. That's just me. But I guess going from this next gen, we can talk about next gen stuff. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about this Xbox news. Unless anybody else has anything else to say about this, you have anything to say about this mayhem? You want about the about what we was talking about? 'Cause I know you just recently bought you a PC. You just and you've been playing some PC games. You've been playing games on PC lately. So I don't know if you want to have a comment about any of this or nope.
Um,
Okay. So yeah, moving on. Xbox. There was a little leak this week, early on the week about Xbox Series S what it was, you know, the price and and the release date, even and on the same link, you know, they had the X and it in its release date and price, and then soon after that, Microsoft is I guess leak was true, and I guess Microsoft not too long after that, Microsoft just came out and officially announced the Series S, which we already knew they was making, but they was just taking a long time to announce it. I don't know why. They officially announced it, and they announced the price and the release date, but they didn't. At first, they didn't announce the X price or release date, but then they finally did. So it's like they waited a little bit, then they found didn't announce that too. So for the Xbox Series S, it is $300, which is not a bad price. It is actually a pretty good price, and it's not a bad system. You get what do you get on the Series S? You get a damn. I wish I should have had the specs up, but pretty much it's just a little. It's same CPU, but it's like point 0.2 hertz or something. 200 a little bit slow on the CPU side as far as CPU speed, and you get a instead of getting a 12 teraflop GPU, you're getting a 4 teraflop GPU, and you're getting less RAM. That you're getting 10 instead of 12, 16. Let me see if I can find the official specs for it. Uh, but pretty much and it says $300, and it's coming out November 10th. And then you get the X, which we already know about that, and that price is 500, which most people thought was gonna be $500. Maybe maybe a little bit more, but but yeah. So with the I'm trying to get the official specs for this Series S. I know what I can do. I'm just gonna put it in Xbox. Uh, but so what do y'all think about this news? I mean, there's more to talk about it, but I just want to know y'all's overall opinion about uh like. Well, let's start out with the Series S. What y'all think about the specs and price, and how it looks too? I mean, they showed the picture of it too. I mean,
Looks like a speaker.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To me, a lot of people said I feel people say they like the way it looks. To me, I don't like the way it looks. I like the Xbox X better. How it looks. I don't like how that speaker is on that. I just don't. It's just big. It's big and round, and I just don't like. I don't like. I wish it was just. I wouldn't do. I wish it was just solid like the Xbox is. It's just solid black.
Yeah, that's true.
I like that look better than having this. Cause this design. If this was like a cool design, maybe maybe that was a shape of an X that would make more sense. Like how you get that X logo. You know what I'm saying? That would make more sense. I know they did it for the. They needed to for airflow, right? But to me, I just don't.
Yeah, but this is the exact same like cutout on the other one on the Xbox One S, right?
What do you mean? Same.
That cutout at the top
No, I'm not talking
for
about the
the
cut.
slim versions.
I'm talking about the side with the big circle with the airflow.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Xbox
isn't that
X. The Xbox X don't have that.
no
See,
the Xbox One? The
the X.
last,
They has that big circle with the airflow on it.
yeah,
Wait a minute. I don't know. It must not been.
yeah. The one that has like I'm thinking it's the Xbox One S. Yeah, the Xbox One S has that same cutout at the top, except on like half of the console it has like those circle cutouts.
I
But if you look closely,
I
here
haven't
I'll put it.
I haven't actually seen that, so I don't know.
I'm just gonna put it in the chat
Yeah, put it in and let me look at it.
because yeah, it's the exact same like airflow design. I'm not sure about the sides. I couldn't find a picture of it.
Yeah, Devil commentary said he thinks it's sweet on the price. Yeah, the price is good. I think the
Yeah,
price. I think the price of what you're getting for the Series S is good. I would say the hard drive is a little weak. 512 for a hard drive is that's the only thing I don't like about it. I don't like that hard drive size because there's been a leak about how much his SSD, at least for the Xbox, is going to be. And I think they had the leaked price for the because you can buy expandable hard drives for these. And get this, the expandable hard drive for that they have for 1 terabyte is $200. That's almost that's 2/3 of the actual console price itself, right? So that 512 is not looking so good now. If it costs you $200 just to buy a 1 terabyte expandable hard drive for these consoles for the Xbox, because Xbox you got to get Xbox SSD as of right now is we call it you can't buy you have to buy that certain brand. You just can't go buy any SSD. You gotta buy the certain brand for that Series S, and it's been leaked that they're gonna cost $200 for 1 terabyte uh, to expand. And then you think about it, the hard drive is $200, but the console's only 300. It's like, but but like I said, I think the price is good. Like I said, if I would buy it, like I said, I'm I'm getting the PS5. But I would, but like if Halo comes out and I haven't got a new PC yet, and I want to play it on the Xbox, this would be the one I would buy. I would buy the Series S before the X, because I don't plan on playing a lot of games on it. But if I really wanted one, I would buy this version because it's cheap. And only really difference they say is that instead of playing games at 4K, you just be playing them at 1440p, which is not bad. So, but I got the official like specs for it. So the S is 20 Qs at 1.56, which is GPU, which makes it 4 teraflop, right? And then
Yeah.
it has 10 gigs of GDR6, which the X has 16, right? So, but I've been hearing a lot of developers talk about they don't like the Series S. They don't want to make games for it because they don't. It's too much for them to do. It's not like a people compare, oh, it's just like a PC, or it should be. Well, Microsoft's saying, oh, it's just should be easy because the X, you make the same game, but one game would be 4K, one game would be 1440p. But a lot of devs saying, well, ain't the case because even though the CPUs are almost the same, they're all different. So that has to be different, has to be coded different because CPU frequency is different. So they say they have to code it different because the frequency is different, the speed's different, so they have to code it different. And then it has less memory too, a whole lot less memory. Like it's a whole lot. Like you got 10 gigs compared to 16, but they say, well, you don't need all that memory because you're not doing 4K. But I'm not a dev, so I'm not gonna say how hard it would be to make this stuff differently. But we'll have to wait. But on paper, it doesn't look like a bad deal. Like I said, $300, and you're getting like a decent next gen machine, right? But
Yeah.
I don't like the way it looks. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, I see what you're saying. But see, that doesn't look as bad because it kind of blends in, right? My problem with the
Yeah.
my problem is that it's all white and it's that black speaker. See, if they did this, man, it looks a whole lot like this one, don't it? Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, this doesn't look as bad because it kind of blends in a little bit, right? The new
Yeah.
one,
The whole thing blends in. It's like
yeah,
it's hidden.
yeah. This one is nope, it's not hidden. It's like, oh, look at this big fan. What
Which
is
is
that?
what the weird thing is, like, why?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, it's I'm really like I said, we got the official date, which is November 10th, which a lot of people were speculating that was going to be November 10th. I'm really going to be curious to see what people who are all planning on buying the Xbox, which ones they buy. Like, I really want to know which one's going to sell more, which I think the Series S will because it's so cheap, right?
Yeah.
But I want to see what you know. And then also it's digital, so there's no disk drive either. That's another thing. I'm kind of like, well, since this would be my second console, I wouldn't worry about it. But if I was only buying one console, I would definitely wouldn't buy this one because I want to keep playing movies, DVD movies, and I need a disc drive. So I wouldn't buy this because there's no disc drive. So like I said, they had to do a lot to get that price down. But I do think for the price, it's a decent machine. There's a couple things I don't like that the hard drive space and then no disk drive. I don't like that. But and then, like I said, I'm wondering how game. I'm wondering like, is this game going to be true to what it is? Is it going to actually run? I wonder how. Like I said, we're getting reports from these devs. Cause we had complaints a long time ago before this was officially announced. The devs were talking about when it's called rumors was called lockout. Devs are talking about how they didn't want to work on the S. And they was talking about the memory. That's one thing I remember a long before they was actually complaining about the memory. Now we see why because this is 10 and that one's 16. So I wonder how it's gonna. And the devs got because you got to think the devs got to work on these two, and they got the other two Xboxes still to work on, right? And then you got the PC. They have if they have all the if they have all this, they'll probably have all their games come to all the systems. Where they got PlayStation 5, they got PC ports, and they have like 5 different Xboxes they have to port to. So I can see why they could be frustrated by having. But I see Microsoft what Microsoft's trying to do. You're trying to get people in the system, trying to give them a cheaper option, and they're like, "Hey, this is the same game. It look the same. This won't be 4K supposedly." But it's not a bad idea. I wonder if it's just, if it works the way they think it's gonna work. That's my question.
I think it's gonna work for all the parents getting their kids something for
Yeah,
Christmas.
but boy, let me ask you this.
But for everybody else, it's like
But do you think that do you think like it could be confusing this holiday? I mean, I don't know how holiday season is gonna go. If there's gonna be a lot of people in store shop anyways because it's you know virus. But when you go into a store and you wanna buy the next Xbox and then you got like you got the Xbox One S, you get the Xbox One X. They're not making no more, but I'm sure they're gonna still have some in stores this holiday season. They probably sort them all out. I know they've been, but then you're gonna also have the Xbox Series S and the Xbox Series X. It's like when your mom or your grandma goes and buy a kid a new system, you're like, oh, I got 4 different Xboxes. I don't know which one he wants. And your kid might say, oh, I want a new Xbox, and she's gonna be like, I mean, I'm sure
which one?
yeah, which one? I got 4 different ones to pick from. I mean, I'm sure the people in stores that help out, but it's kind of like, and I just feel bad for like the people who just bought an X and they spent like $400 or $500. I forgot how much the X was, Xbox One X. I think it was 400. It might have been. I think it was still $400 the Xbox One X. And now maybe they want to go upgrade, but they didn't want to spend another $500 because they just spent $400 on X. So well, I still want to do a new next gen because I want to do the faster loading and faster, better CPU. So I'll just go with the cheaper one for right now. But then if they go to the Series S, well, the Xbox One X games was playing games in 4K, but now if they move on to the next gen, it's a lower, it's a lower next gen, but it's still next gen. Well, that game ain't gonna play 4K no more. It's like, it can be kind of confusing in a way if you think about everything that's going on with Microsoft marketing when they go to if they because it can be kind of confusing with the Xbox One X to do 4K, but the Xbox Series S, which is a new system, a new next gen, it can't do 4K. It's like, what? you know, but it does everything else better, but it doesn't do 4K. It's like,
I don't know. I just wish they could have done something like PlayStation did, where it's the same thing. Someone doesn't have an optical drive.
yeah, but they wanted the price. The thing,
Yeah,
right? They didn't do that because the PlayStation, like you're gonna see a difference. Maybe people are expecting like that. The PlayStation digital edition is it's gonna probably be $100 difference, maybe. Well, Xbox wanted to be, they got it down to 300, so you couldn't. They had to do more than that. Yeah. But y'all have any more to say about this?
Nah,
What you made him?
Nope.
Yeah. Like I said, it's a decent machine. I don't think it's. I think the price is good. There's a couple things I don't like about it, but I understand they did this for the price. Um, but I think it's. Let's say, yeah. So what do else? Well, we had a new game. We got a new Zelda announcement from Nintendo. Uh, which is it's a new pretty much a new Hyrule Warriors, which is kind of like a Musa game. If y'all know what Musa games are, they have one on the Wii U for Zelda. Now they have a new one, but it's gonna be a it's pretty much a prequel to the Breath of the Wild. It kind of tells you. I mean, you kind of get the story in the Breath of the Wild, what happened in the past, but you don't get all the details. You just get some of it. This one's gonna pretty much tell you everything and give you more fleshed out story of what happened in the past. But it's gonna be in the style of a Musou game. I think it's called. That's how the name of the game. Now I don't forgot what it is. But it's coming out this year. Uh, we got y'all any of y'all hyped about this game or anything?
nope.
What you may have? I know you probably not because you don't even have a Switch.
Tell you what, I didn't even pass fucking Breath of the Wild.
Oh, Breath of the Wild is a good game. I didn't like how the weapons and
Fucking suck.
I liked the game a lot. I thought it was very very good. And there's a couple things I wish they didn't do, but it's especially for being like open world game. It's very very good. I mean,
How is it good? That's my question. Well,
okay,
I should rephrase that because
listen.
it was a good. It's a good game. I just hate the execution on it.
I don't think it's the execution that's bad. I think it's the design, how they designed it.
Yeah,
The design choices, like I don't like how weapons break and you can't fix them.
yeah,
You just break and they're done, and they break pretty easily. I don't like it because one thing about open world games and RPGs, when you go do a cool, I mean they don't really have dungeons, but they have like these shrines that you do and
yeah.
stuff, or you beat a cool monster and you get that weapon right. Well, I don't like this weapon. It kind of makes it like, well, you get this cool sword, but you don't want to use it because if you use it so many times, it's over, it's gone, right? And some stuff you can find over and over, right? But you think if you go like most games like this, if you find a cool sword, you wouldn't use it all the time, right? You just did this awesome dungeon, you just did this awesome boss battle, and you get this awesome reward for doing this boss battle or dungeon. But this game is like, oh, it kind of takes it away because there's some pretty cool weapons in this game. Like you get like these
Yeah,
magical wands and shoot fireballs, but you only got so many times to use it, and it's like silver. So it
let me
kind of
tell you,
takes.
that was my main reason for why I quit playing it.
Yeah, I didn't like that. How if you find these cool weapons, you only get certain amount of uses out of them and they break. It's
Yeah,
okay if
especially
and you
the
can't fix them.
fucking
I'm okay if it breaks, but you can repair it. But if it breaks, it's over. I mean, the Master Sword, it doesn't break. It just has you use it so much, and then you have to let it charge up.
yes,
That
yes.
they had to do that. But then the other weapons, it's not that. It's not that case.
No, 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 no. They shouldn't have done that because that was my main reason for quitting.
Because the Master Sword,
Yeah.
the,
Why
the,
is it on a cooldown?
because this game has breakable weapons, so that's the way they're doing that, but not actually
Do
breaking the
you know
Master.
how long it's gonna take to get that? For anybody that has tried it,
It's not hard to get the Master Sword. You get. I got the Master
it's
Sword.
not. It's not hard, but it's fucking time consuming.
Yeah, it is. And then the cooldown's
But
not.
that time consuming, the shit better not break down.
It doesn't break. It just has a cooldown after. But the other weapons do break.
Regardless, it's the same difference. It's just
Yeah, like I
one.
said,
One doesn't
like I
like,
said, it does suck because, like I said, most games when you do something cool, you get a reward, you get a cool weapon or a cool armor or something. But this game, oh, it makes the weapons not like you get some cool weapons in it, but you don't want to use them because you don't want them to break, right? So I think they need to. That's one design choice I did not like, and then like the story was like it had a good story, but all the
yeah,
story moments are all in the past. So I love the moments when they was telling the story in the past. All those scenes were good. I just wish that it had a good story the story in the future is not bad, but it's not much to you. Just you'll wake you're waking. All this stuff has happened. You got to go get these beasts, or you don't have to. But if you get these beasts and then you go fight Ganon, that's pretty much all it is. You wake up, you need you go beat Ganon. That's pretty much the story.
Yeah.
But you're finding what happened. But the story moments are what's happened in the past. So and that stuff is good. But I wish they had a better story in the future, right? Because I think the stuff all the story stuff in the past, I loved all of them elements. So with this new game, you're pretty much gonna be reliving that those story elements that happened in the past, but you can be playing in the Muso style of game, which I don't really like those games too much. So that's my main criticism with Zelda Breath of the Wild was the weapons breaking and that just how they did the story. But everything else is just awesome game. I definitely enjoyed it. It fit with the story though. What fit with the story? What do you mean fit with the story? There was commentary on here. I don't know what you mean by it fit with the story. Like the weapons breaking? That fit with the story?
And also, for some reason, I didn't like the fact that the world felt empty.
It does feel a little empty. Like there's no like cities and stuff. I mean, it's little villages and
Is
stuff.
that? Well,
There's,
yeah, I guess you can say that.
there's some villages and stuff. I
There's like
was
like in between the villages, like
no,
there's
it's
open
not. Yeah,
land.
yeah, a lot of open land and a whole lot going on. Which, if you think about it, it's called Breath of the Wild, so I guess it's meant to be
Yeah.
like, not a lot going on.
Yeah.
Oh, he said that weapons breaking fits with the story. I don't know how that. I don't know how you get
I
that.
mean, I understand it, like realism, like things break over time, but it's like,
But you should be able to fix them though. I don't. I
yeah,
understand weapons breaking, but you shouldn't break and be gone. Like I said, if I do this challenge to get this cool sword, but I only got 3 or 4 uses out of it, that's stupid. Why should I do all this trouble to get this weapon if I can only use it for a little amount of time?
yeah.
They were not making
Because as
weapons.
soon as I figured that out, I quit playing.
Yeah,
It's like it's not worth it.
I was mad about it, but it was like, well, I want to finish it. They were not making weapons for 100 years. That doesn't have nothing to do with weapons breaking.
What?
What? No.
What?
That doesn't. Just because you have to be making weapons for 100 years doesn't mean weapons should break. It's a design choice and it's garbage. So I'm hoping they do something about that in Breath of the Wild too. I hope they do, and I hope they do a better, and I hope they tell the story better in Breath of the Wild too. As far as this game coming out, this new Zelda Musa game, I need to get the name of this game. It's called something.
Hyrule Warrior or something, right?
No, that was no. That's the one
Is
of
that
me.
something else?
That's something else. But this game is based on that style of gameplay. It's the same style of that
Oh,
game.
okay.
But this game takes place before Breath of the Wild. Pretty much the story that's told. They're telling that story in this game. This game is called something community. Damn it. Let me just type it up. But yeah, like I say, it's yeah, it's called Hyrule Warriors, but it's called Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like I said, it's a prequel. Um, and like I said, I don't really care for prequels either way, so I don't really. So I already know what happens, and I already seen what happens. I don't care, and I would like. It would be cool to see those characters like that you see in the past, like all the characters that control the beast and stuff. The It'd be cool see how they interacting, but yeah, I mean I think it's gonna be a decent game. I just no one was. There was commentary still talking about these weapons. He said no one was maintaining the weapons. Dude, you can say what you want, but that's not doing it. That's not an excuse. That's not a good excuse for these weapons breaking. And they break. And one thing, they break easily. And like they just break over time. Some of these weapons, they are breaking like a couple of uses and they are done. They're literally done. Yes, it says Hyrule Warriors is the Dynasty Warrior. Yes, there's a new one coming out. What we're saying is there's a new one coming out this year. It's a prequel to Breath of the Wild. It's called Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. It's pretty much taking place
Is that on
before.
the Switch?
Yeah, the Hyrule Warriors is not. The first Hyrule Warriors is not on the Switch. It's only Wii U.
No,
Yeah.
this Calamity.
Yeah. This is a new one. It hasn't came out yet. It's gonna be on
Yeah.
the Switch. Yeah, it's coming
Oh,
to the
okay.
Switch. I think it's coming out. I think they said November. But Yeah, yeah. I forgot when it's coming out, but it just come out.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, yeah. It comes out November 20th. So, like I said, I don't think it looks bad. I'm not a big fan of those games. I don't think they're bad. It's you know they're cool, and it's cool that they're getting like I just come on. I just I'm just hoping the Breath of the Wild does. I think the story is gonna be good in Breath of the Wild. I just hope it's told good, right? Like I said, I love the
Yeah.
story in this Breath of the Wild one, the backstory, but I wish they was, you know, I wish it with the backstory. I wish we was playing that, and I wish the story that we was playing was better. Cause all the cutscenes and stuff was good, and all that stuff was awesome in Breath of the Wild. It's just that it's all back stuff. So I'm hoping now that the new one will be better with the storytelling. But you want to move on to the Ubisoft event? Yo, you had anything else to
Yeah.
say? So
Do we talk about the Nintendo news?
well, oh yeah, I forgot. I mean, you talking about the new Switch
Mm.
Pro or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah. On top of yeah, I almost forgot about it. So well, pretty much we're just beginning to get more rumors about there being a Nintendo Switch Pro. Pretty much, there's a lot of rumors. A lot of developers are saying that they're getting told by Nintendo to be ready to do 4K. So pretty much the rumors are that Nintendo next year they've been that they're gonna release a Switch Pro or Switch some kind of new Switch, not a Switch 2, but there's like a Switch Pro or a Switch Super or whatever that's gonna play. It's gonna be 4K. Play your games in 4K pretty much, and maybe some other upgrades like a better battery life and stuff. And that there's gonna be a lot, and you'll probably see Breath of the Wild 2. It's probably be gonna probably come out right, come out then. And I'm hearing the reports that they're gonna have a bunch of games ready to go when they announce this. So you'll probably have a lot of games coming out for Switch next year. But what do you think about it? So do you care about a Switch Pro or anything?
No, to a certain extent, because to be honest, I haven't touched my Switch in a very long time.
Yeah, me either. Like I don't care about Switch Pro. I mean, I wish the Switch was a little bit more powerful because I do think some games don't look very good on the TV.
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna buy another Switch. If all these games I can play on my regular Switch, I'm just gonna keep. I'm not gonna spend the money to buy a Switch Pro.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, and also just thinking about it, it's like I don't think Nintendo's gonna do anything with that power.
yeah, I think the games will look the same. They'll just be 4K, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they can do because you need powerful machines, right? So what kind of machine is this gonna be to be able to do 4K, like
Yeah,
native 4K,
yeah.
right? I mean, I guess it would be bad for Mario type of games, but like third party, I mean, what can they? Cause you look at the PS5 and the Xbox Series X, they're gonna be beast machines to be able to do 4K 60. So what's the Switch program? What kind of machine is it gonna be if it's targeting 4K, right? So I'm
Yeah.
wondering how much this thing's gonna cost and what kind of specs is gonna be to be able to do 4K. I rather just be 1080p, in 60
Yeah.
frames to me, But like I said,
Because I don't, did they say anything about? I'm assuming they're just gonna switch out the internal components, right?
I mean, we don't know. This is rumors. You don't know anything about
Okay.
this. We don't show what the design format's gonna be, what it's gonna look
So what do
like.
you think?
I don't know, man. I can see them doing a new version of a Switch, but
Because like like a long time ago we were talking about this. What if Nintendo made like a pro version? It's like
yeah, because
my idea was
there's been rumors
was
for a
like
while that they're gonna do a new Switch, like a Switch.
yeah.
So
But remember, I had the idea of maybe they're gonna do something with the
the dock,
yeah the dock.
yeah,
Maybe that's gonna have something in it.
yeah, that could be it. Maybe they release a dock for your Switch. That way you don't have to buy a whole new Switch. You just buy the dock with upgrades it.
Yeah.
But to me, yeah, that makes sense. Like just get a new dock for the Switch, and you just because that's what you want your 4K for, right? For your TV, right? So if you hook it up to your dock, it makes it run better. But then you still think people might want a better battery. People have been wanting more a better battery life for the
Oh yeah,
Switch too.
for sure.
So if you do it with a dock, then you're not actually making the Switch itself better. So I don't know how that would work. So maybe they could have it. Maybe have it. Well, if you want the whole new Switch, you get the new Switch and you get the dock. But if you just want your old Switch to play games better on your TV, you can just buy the dock. Maybe you have it both ways, right?
Yeah.
I could see them doing something like that. But I don't know if I would even do that because I don't buy enough Switch games. So to me, it doesn't. I'm not gonna spend another money on a Nintendo console. If I can play all the games on my regular Switch, I might buy enough. Because I don't play enough Switch games. Like I said, I'll buy a new Mario game and I'll buy a new Zelda game, and that's about it. And a Smash Bros. Game, and that's about all I really buy for the Nintendo. I don't really buy any other thing else. There's no other games. I mean, I might buy like some other first party games, but I haven't really seen anything. Like you,
Yeah.
I haven't told my Switch on in a long time. I've been thinking about getting back on it and getting on Nintendo Online and playing some old school Donkey Kong Country. But then again, I'm like, well, I don't really don't want to tell my Switch just to play that
Yeah.
for a little bit. Because I don't do anything else but play games on the Switch. Well, PlayStation, if I'm not playing games, I'm using it for YouTube. I'm using it for Netflix. So I always have it on. But my Switch, like, I have to turn it on just to play some Donkey Kong Country. I don't really feel like doing that.
Yeah. Also, I was just thinking about like none of these games, like these Nintendo games, don't really benefit from being 4K.
Well, they benefit for being a high resolution because these
I mean,
games,
besides that, but it's like
they don't have to, maybe not
you don't really
4K, but
buy a
they
Nintendo console for resolution.
no, but they need better resolution because these games don't look good on the TV. Like Zelda,
Well, yeah,
it doesn't look bad, but it could definitely
yeah, but like
benefit.
you said, just bump it up to 1080. Like,
Yeah, or even like 1080 would be. They need more power. Like I said, they need to be able to do 1080p and 60 frames would be good, right? So,
yeah, but
'cause I just think
it
that when
might,
these next gens come out, then the Switch is gonna look really dated, right?
yeah,
If it's not doing these
I
on
think
it.
it already looked dated, but
It looks dated, but they kind of get away with the type of games they put out. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like you said, like the Mario games don't look too bad, but you can definitely, yeah, when these
like Zelda don't look bad.
it doesn't look bad, but you can tell the performance wasn't there and the
Yeah,
kind of popping and stuff and the resolution you can kind of tell. What they need to do is do something with the online. That's what Nintendo needs to do. We don't need 4K. We need online to work. Because I love Smash Bros, but I don't play it because the online is
yeah,
garbage. Like I was playing Street Fighter. Street Fighter. If y'all don't know, Street Fighter is free on PSN Plus right now. So if you don't have Street Fighter, and you like fighting games, you can download that. Cause I downloaded Street Fighter. And I was playing for Fran and playing for Fran online, and it was working good online. I couldn't even tell. I mean, I don't count frames, so I'm not that hardcore. But I can tell when the game is not running too good online. Like Smash Bros. When you play Smash Bros. Online, it is not fun. It just most of the time it's unplayable. But when I was playing Street Fighter with my friend online, he doesn't live too far away, so that could make a difference because we just playing against each other online. But it worked good. I couldn't tell we was playing online. It was just the matches were fun. It's like we was playing like he was sitting next to me playing on the couch. It felt good. So had some fun matches on Street Fighter playing online. And Nintendo, you don't get that on no games online. We got another comment from Devil's Commentary. It says, Deadly Premonition 2 needs to be 4K, best game in decade. This dude's unbelievable. But, yeah. So I think it's what they need to do is focus on the online, not the 4K. But we'll see. I mean, it might be true. I, I think maybe it was going to come out this year, but with COVID happening, maybe they didn't want to release the Switch Pro up against Xbox and the PlayStation's new thing.
I don't even think they have any other games coming out, do they?
What's that?
Like any high profile games?
this well, they got the Mario collection, right, and then they got Zelda as we know it, right. And this, them games are gonna sell like hotcakes. I'm telling you right now, that Mario collection and the Zelda game, it's gonna sell like hotcakes, man.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I
But I
think
was
it's
gonna talk about like freaking Metro. Right?
yeah, they haven't announced anything about Metroid yet. But that could come out for the Switch Pro, right? It could be something that's. I know they
Yeah.
said that game's got restarted, but you never know. They might be one of the launch games, but I think Breath of the Wild will probably be launching with. I think you'll have a big game, big first party game launching with the Switch Pro if it's true, and I think it'll be Breath of the Wild.
And to be honest, I still haven't heard anything from my game Bayonetta.
Yeah, man, what's going on with that?
I
Bayonetta
don't
3
know.
was announced. They announced that when they announced the Switch, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
And that studio's don't put out like they already put another game out on the Switch. What was it? Astro Train? Astro Chain? That's the
Yeah, I
studio.
think
That's the team that's doing Bayonetta 3. This game comes out of nowhere. It gets out before Bayonetta 3, and they've been putting out games on other systems too, right? And they're about to do a show in Tokyo Game Show about another game, but there's no news. There hasn't been no news on Bayonetta 3, so I'm like, maybe that's coming out for the Switch Pro. Maybe that's why they haven't talked about it because it's gonna be on the Switch Pro, but they announced that on this, like Switch was announced, so it's strange. It's strange. Yeah, Bayonetta 3 is very strange. 'Cause that game was announced when the Switch was announced, and we haven't had any updates since then. It's very strange, especially
the
that team.
last thing I heard was the director said, "Yeah, we're working on it,"
Yeah, and it's
and
strange
that was
'cause
like a couple months ago.
and it's strange about is they put out game. They already put a new game out on the Switch, right? Which is an action game
Yeah.
too, and they put out games on other systems because they do other games, so it's like they don't care about. And Bayonetta's a pretty popular game. I'm guessing it's so pretty good on the Switch. Bayonetta 2, whatever. But yeah. Yeah, we'll move on to some Ubisoft news.
Yeah.
So yeah, Ubisoft had the second Ubisoft Forward. Well, before we go into this, yeah, Ubisoft has been going to do some stuff, with people's conduct, people's behavior at Ubisoft with certain people, right? I don't know if you know, but that's been going on for the last couple of months. Well, I think the CEO at Ubisoft, I think it's who it was, he put out this video, kind of like apologizing and breaking stuff down, best putting going on with Ubisoft, right? Which it was a nice video, but thing is, a lot of people think, which I think too, that this should, they had this Ubisoft event. This video should have been with that, like right when before that event goes live. This should have been with that event, right? Instead, he put this video came out before that, and then it's like that's it. Like they didn't want this to be with that. They didn't want this to be a part of the Ubisoft event, which it should have been, so more people can see it. I don't know if y'all knew about that. Uh, so I think that was kind of lame how they did that. But yeah, Ubisoft had the second Ubisoft Forward event, and tell you the truth, this event wasn't bad. I think they showed off some new games, gave some updates. There's a couple games on here I'm kind of excited about. Immortals Phoenix Rising, which is pretty much a Breath of the Wild clone, but it looks fun. People have been talking about it because people got their hands on them, and people talking about it, and I see some gameplay, and it looks pretty good. I'm actually excited about this game. And another game called Rise Republic, they show. I'm got any news, but yeah, but we'll go do other announcements. But just give my overall opinion on it. My thing is that they had two Ubisoft Forward events, and I think both of these events could have been one event. I think because this event on its own is kind of liking, and the first one they had was kind of liking, right? But I think if you put both these events together, and you get a good show. But I'll just go do the list of what was shown. and y'all and and I kind of tell why I think these events were like and then what they could have did with both events. But so I'll just announce, I'll just tell everything that's announced, then we can go back and kind of discuss, you know, if y'all excited about what you think about them and what you think about the show and stuff. So at this event, they showed Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake that was showing off. They announced Scott Pilgrim versus the World, the game complete edition. So our game's coming back, which is for a long time you hadn't been able to get this game in. They took it off the stores and everything. They showed off Immortals: Phoenix Rising, which I guess I can get. This game's kind of like it says Breath of the Wild clone, pretty much. And they showed off Rise Republic, which is kind of like they're describing it as a massive multiplayer sports game, which is kind of like you do downhill, bike and snowboarding, that kind of stuff. And then they announced some kind of animated Rainbow Six Siege same official. It was like an animated trailer. I guess he's coming.
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I think he's just coming to Rainbow Six, but they did an animated trailer with him, which they need to stop teasing same official. I don't care, but a lot of people kill. They need to start teasing him and just make a game with him. New Splinter
Yeah,
Cell game.
that's true. Like,
Keep teasing him. People want the dumb game. They want another Splinter Cell game. But they also announced For Honor Resistance, new Just Dance 2021, Far Cry VR. There goes a Game of Space. Monster Prime 2, Monster Camp. Then they got Ghost Recon Breakpoint Repatriate. I guess this is a new expansion for Ghost Recon. The Crew 2, I guess they got the new season, The Chase Season 1. And yeah, I think they had some other stuff too. I thought they had so with that being said, so did y'all see this event? Or do I need to kind of, y'all want me to break down these games?
I didn't see the event, but I did
Did
watch
you did some of the
some
game
of it.
some of the games?
Yeah.
So, oh shit, we had to talk. We still got to talk about Call of Duty. I almost forgot. Ooh. I almost forgot about Call of Duty. But yeah, we'll get to Call of Duty next. But
Yeah.
yeah, this like I said, like I said, I thought to me this show is it's just liking. Like I don't think the stuff they show is bad. I just think that this could have this show and another show could have been one show and they would have had a good show. Like I said, I'm excited about that Phoenix Rising game because it's like a Breath of the Wild clone, a little bit different, but it looks a whole lot like Breath of the Wild, which Breath of the Wild is good thing to go after. I think that game in open world looks fun. They had some gameplay impressions go up after this event, and people talking about it and showing videos of it, and it looks fun. I'm really excited about it. I have to see how it plays out. But from what I've seen of that game, it looks like I'm down with this game. This looks awesome, right? And another game is from this event is the that Riders Republic, which from what I see, it's got my attention, but I need to see more of what it's about because they didn't, they didn't get enough gameplay to really know what it's really about. But what they're saying and what is shown got me curious, and I want to know more about it. But like I said, I mean, you still know Far Cry 6 gameplay and no Beyond the 2 gameplay or update on that game. It's just like, you know, this event wasn't bad, but I just think that they didn't need two events. I think they needed when they showed off this what they had with this and paired off what they had with the first time when they was showing Watch Dogs for the first time and showing Assassin's Creed gameplay for the first time. That would have been a good show. But I think both of them apart are not very good shows. But were y'all excited about any of the stuff they were showing this event?
I was interested in that Riders Republic.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Scott
I was
Pilgrim.
interested in. Yeah, Scott Pilgrim was the main blowout thing for me out of this entire event. I know Mayhem. I'm not sure what your experience with Scott Pilgrim. You were talking about it before we got on.
Yeah, I didn't buy Scott Pilgrim, but I think I played it somewhere else, somebody's house. It's just a good old beat 'em up game.
Yeah,
And I still want to play Streets of Rage 4. I'm kind of waiting for the price to go down on that game, but I do want to get into that. But did anything else catch your attention, Emperor?
no, not really.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I just the other things that got me going was Phoenix Rise, and then Rise Republic was a sweet surprise. I won't lie, it definitely got my interest. What about you, Mayhem? Any of these games get you going? I know you seem like you was kind of excited for that Rise Republic. You muted, brother.
My bad. Uh, shit. What am I gonna say? Um, I'm gonna say like I do. I'm say I do. I say I do. I say I do. I do like Scott Pilgrim
Okay.
trailer, yeah, which ever showed me. Like I didn't watch the event. But I don't even watch it. I didn't watch it.
You
So
definitely didn't miss much.
yeah. So
Yeah,
Scott, I don't say Scott Pilgrim is good. See that little bike thing they have.
Rise
It,
Republic, yeah.
yeah, it's a little weird to me. It's just weird. I mean, uh, so pretty much that game, I pretty much not be. I pretty much I'll be already get bored like at least like 5 days on there. So yeah,
I guess he was.
Yeah, so that was it. That's Ubisoft Forward event. Like, it's not that they have bad games. I just think that they had two events, and I think both those events could have been one event. I don't know what they needed, why they needed it. Especially the first event, they only had like 4 games that we talked about, and they just, there was some big games, but it's just like, I think if they would have had this in that as one event, it would have been a good show.
And like I told you, there was gonna be no Far Cry in this.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's to me that's crazy that they announced Far Cry 6 in the game, and it's to come out pretty soon. It ain't like it's super far away. Was it come out in February, I think, and we still haven't seen
Yeah,
gameplay? Like, why not? Why not have gameplay? You got these events. Why don't you? I don't understand that. But
no, they're probably gonna do something at the Game Awards.
yeah, I guess I can see. But why wouldn't you not do it at your own event? But well, let's move on to Call of Duty. Call of Duty multiplayer was announced. They had an event which I seen most of the event. I'm surprised this event was this big. I don't know why they didn't do this when they announced it. They had that Call of Duty event. What was it, last week?
Yep, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I don't know why I might see why they broke it up, because this was a pretty big event, and they did talk a lot about the multiplayer, but I didn't think they was gonna do like a big event. I thought they was just gonna announce a trailer, show some gameplay. And I thought they was going to do this during the Sony event, but there was no Sony event. It was just their own standalone event, which it was a pretty big event. I'll give it to them. This was a pretty big event, but I'll let y'all kind of talk about what was shown because y'all the big Call of Duty. My overall thing was it's not a bad event. You know, if you're Call of Duty Call of Duty fan, you this is probably something you would like to watch because they did show talk about a whole lot and show some gameplay. But I'm leaving y'all. Did you watch the event or anything? Did you go back and watch it
I was
or?
gonna ask because I watched the majority of it.
Yeah, I watched.
Mayhem,
I,
did you watch the event or watch the trailer at least?
I don't think he did. I don't think he even knew about it.
I did watch the trailer, and I gotta tell you, it's pretty sick.
All right.
So I
So
guess I'm gonna leave it to you, Import, to talk about what was announced, all the different game modes, and
I'm just gonna talk to you about my impressions.
yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just talk about what you think about it.
Well, I'll put it to you like I was really worried about how they were gonna do the multiplayer in this one because I was really worried about it mainly because Treyarch usually does something different compared to what Infinity Ward does with the Call of Duty games, and I was kind of afraid they were gonna go back to that pick a 10 system in which you only have 10 things to pick for your loadout, and it wasn't really gonna be like a complete loadout. I'm glad they got rid of that and they continued it with this game. And also, I noticed that these maps are a lot bigger and they have tanks
Mm.
and other vehicles. And I am so glad for that. And I'm hoping to God that they're taking more of an approach to like the Battlefield games where they're big and they need to use vehicles a lot to get across the map. Because to me, Battlefield is just a fun game overall. Like in terms of a bigger and beefier experience in multiplayer. Because to me, Call of Duty has always been like an arcadey, very fast paced shooting game. But from this, I'm seeing that they're kind of making the maps are a little bit bigger and adding a lot more things to it, which I'm really glad about. And also, like in Treyarch fashion, most of these maps and the majority of these maps have a bunch of color to them. Like the Miami, there's a map that takes place in Miami in some beach front. I forgot what it's called, but it's very vibrant. It's very colorful. I love that about
What Palm Beach?
yeah the Palm Beach map.
Yep. Yep.
Like
It looks yeah like it look gorgeous.
yeah, it looks gorgeous, and that's what I love about the Treyarch maps. They're very colorful.
Some fight city vibe right there.
Oh yeah, but there are some other maps that are more traditional, like the Angolia map, which is just a plain desert, and a kind of like a military base in like a snowy forest.
Like I guess what it called? Yeah, it called like you're all mountain. I think
Yeah, it's called the Ural Mountains,
you're all mountain.
which I'm hoping they make a reference to it in the campaign because if I'm not mistaken, that is also a place you go to in the campaign of the original Black Ops.
Oh,
Because there's a mission where in the text it says Ural Mountains, or somebody mentions it in the campaign. So I'm hoping they do some type of reference to it in the this game's campaign, if they are gonna go there.
who knows?
And also, let me just point this out real quick. And one of the things I'm very disappointed in, I'm pretty sure they're gonna put it in, but I'm not sure yet. They did not show or even mention Nuketown, as far as I know.
Ooh, yeah.
It's like it cannot be a Black Ops game if Nuketown's not in it.
Hmm.
Right.
They'll probably be in there.
Yeah,
Uh,
it'll probably be in there, but they didn't say anything as far as my knowledge.
yeah, like I'm gonna say what like what the, I was like what Newtown gonna be look like now.
Yeah, I can't wait till they say something about it because I'm kind of worried that they didn't mention anything.
I don't say
But
I
yeah,
don't say Activision. I said Activision. I was like Activision. I was like Activision should like I was like, they ain't about Black they ain't about Black Ops is like they Black Ops never forget they'll never forget about Newtown because they do like we imagine like it didn't put Newtown if Call of Duty didn't put no Newtown on a Cold War, everybody gonna lose their mind.
oh yeah,
They really gotta be a madman. They gotta be like a madman to do that. So, but they got something. They got something in their sleeves.
oh
Shoot,
yeah.
just imagine, just imagine they put a nuke down at the DLC. that now that make everybody lose some shit. To like pay Nuketown.
Well, from the from the event that I saw when they were explaining the when they were showing streamers playing the multiplayer,
Hmm.
they they did show a new game mode called VIP, I believe,
What's that?
where you're gonna have a team of 6 people, and one of them is gonna be the VIP that you need to escort to one of two
Uh,
helicopter
one.
locations. Man, the VIP can only have a handgun, I believe, which is gonna be very interesting. It seems interesting. It's not a game mode that I'm gonna be playing,
Right.
that I see myself playing.
Meter.
And there were some other ones, but they're kind of variations of the some other game modes, which wasn't really paying attention to be honest.
Yeah.
So I have a question for you, Emperor.
So,
Are you gonna be playing this game on the PlayStation or are you gonna be playing on the PC? Or do
ooh,
you?
that's a very good question. I'm very divided
Oh,
because I've been playing Modern Warfare on the PC.
because it doesn't matter what your friends play it on, because you can do crossplay, right? So you can
Yeah.
play with what system you want to play.
See, I'm very divided. I'm very very divided on this because I'm not sure. Because seeing gameplay of this on the like some of the things that they on the PS5, it looks damn good. Yeah, I think I told you this. Like the gameplay footage on the PS5 for this game looks on par with Modern Warfare when I play on PC, if not a little bit better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I might get it on PlayStation though.
Yeah, I'm really curious about how these games are gonna look and how they gonna perform. Not just how they look; it's how they gonna perform too when they come out
Oh yeah, yeah.
the next gen, like stuff like Call of Duty and what the And I'm really curious how, especially PlayStation, because the controller, Sony's talking so much about what the controller does and how the feedback, and I'm curious to see, you know, when we get our hands on it, how this stuff feels and looks and the whole experience and stuff. I'm really curious. I think it should be cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say because one of the main things why I just stopped playing Modern Warfare on the PlayStation 4 was mainly because like on the I was playing it on PS4 Pro, and for some goddamn reason in the main menu that thing will just
Get
take
real
off.
yeah, well, I think it takes off in any game. Well, from what I hear, I don't have a PS4 Pro, and my PlayStation doesn't really get that loud. I mean, I think it got kind of loud when I played God of War. I don't remember if it got super loud when I played Last of Us. I can't really remember it. It didn't stand out. It might have, but it just didn't stand out.
Yeah.
But
Well, on this one, it for some odd reason, it just took off whenever it's in the main menu. It didn't do that during gameplay or any other time. It was just in the main menu,
hmm, yeah,
which it
that's
seemed
strange.
very odd. So, but from what I read, is like there was some type of error in the main menu or something, where it would just unlock all the frame rates in that particular main menu for some reason. But yeah, but that was like the main reason why I just played it on PC, just so I won't hear that thing spinning up. I was getting kind of worried for my PlayStation because there was twice when I was playing that game on the Pro that it just flat out said, "Hey, I'm too hot," and it just shut off. But yeah, continuing with the Black Ops Cold War, it looks damn fine.
I don't say, can we talk about the end
The
part?
what?
I
The
would say,
ending?
yeah, the end of the trailer of the multiplayer reveal.
What about it?
Zombies, zombie hunt.
Oh,
Oh,
zombies.
yeah. They was like real fast. I was like, look,
Like, come on now.
I
Like,
mean, I never really played zombies, so
guess
yeah.
what? When PlayStation does the event with Price and they do the little event, because they're gonna have to do something with Call of Duty because they have that, the deal. The price shows zombie stuff at that event. That's probably what they're saving.
Yeah.
That's probably what they're saving for Sony. It's a zombie reveal. You'll probably get some zombie news or some tease.
we sure has zombie teaser. So knowing the zombie is back, dude, I'm hyped for it.
But yeah, I think what else they say? They said they're gonna continue with Warzone
Yeah,
and saying everything that you get with Warzone is gonna carry over. So basically, all your operators are gonna carry over and everything else. Your progression.
yeah, but
No,
it probably just carry over for the Warzone and stuff, right? Because Warzone is like its own little
Yeah.
thing.
Which which it's just gonna be its own thing. Which is what I'm wondering. Well, they're probably just gonna put it in the same game. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, like I said, I seen a little bit of the event. Like I said, I'm not a Call of Duty guy. I mean, Warzone's okay, but but like I said, I watched it, and I thought it looked good. I mean, I thought the graphics, it didn't blow me away, but it looked clean, from what I seen and stuff. Looked pretty good. It's kind of hard to tell the difference between like graphically. I need to see like a side by side because it's, you know, watching the stream. I can't really tell the difference, but I do know watching it did look good. It didn't look bad, and I knew that one level looked really good. The water level with the ships and stuff. I thought the ships and stuff just looked that right there like looked really really realistic. I was like, damn, this looks good. I don't think the water looked that good, but the actual ships, just the textures and stuff on that stuff looked really really good. But I would say like when they showed the PS5, then I seen people streaming on PC, like that stuff like looked pretty close, like it looked kind of the same. when they was playing on the PC and then when they were showing the PS5 stuff, I couldn't tell the difference, but I know it could be just in part because I'm watching the stream. So, but from what I've seen, it looked pretty good. But yeah, I think for the I want to say that I'm seeing a lot of images of PS5 advertisement go up in stores in other countries. So for pre-order, so I'm pretty sure that we're gonna get the price and stuff next week. I think we will get a PS5 event next week. I think we'll get a price and release date, and when we'll be able to do some pre-orders. So that should be fun.
I'm saying, hopefully PlayStation won't fuck up.
I mean, it is. It's gonna be. I think it's gonna be 500, 500, 400. Yeah, everybody. Let's give our predictions because I think we're gonna get a price and stuff. So everybody, give your prediction what you think the PlayStation 5 standard edition and digital edition is gonna be in price. You wanna go first? Anybody wanna go first?
All right. So all right then. Here my prediction. The original the original let's say the original okay the one with this a PS5 gonna be let's say it's gonna be like $400. The
Wow.
digital edition might go be more than this version.
You think the digital edition is gonna be more?
Than this version.
Why would that? Why would it be more?
I want to say like
Because everything's the same except it doesn't have a
yeah
disc.
yeah yeah the same without this, but to me like I feel like I feel like everybody is going to be towards to digital than this version though.
They wouldn't be towards it if it costs more money because you're getting less.
Yeah, well
Why
yeah
would you pay more money for something less?
that's true that's true.
I'm trying to get you. I'm trying to see why.
I'm sorry that right now I'm like brain dead.
No, I mean it's your opinion. I mean maybe you know something I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Do I already know? Do I already know? Like what I'm gonna say? It gonna be stupid.
No, you might know something I don't know, man. I'm just trying to pick your brain a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to.
Tell me, I won't know shit.
So you think? So let's give you the price. You got the standard one with the disc is 400, and you think the one in the disc list is be more.
Could be 500. This digital could be 500.
So digital's 500, and the standard was 400.
Yes.
Okay, that's a bold prediction. That's a bold.
Because as a Sony as a PlayStation player, you can see how hungry you can see you pretty much see how hungry Sony is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a bold prediction right there.
I feel like Sony won't give no fucks.
Yeah.
What everybody have or the lower price 240. Like they to be like nah we keep it up. We keep it up.
Okay.
But same time though, I really believe that this digital might be 300 though. Could be around 300 though.
You going over with your predictions, ain't you? You going from 500 to 300, and then you go for 400 for the.
I said, hey, it's just whatever.
Okay.
Like, my mind focus on the digital. Like I don't care about this one.
So you want you're planning on getting the digital one.
Yes.
Okay.
But unless it depends on the gigs though. Like how many gigs is digital gonna have though?
No, it's the same. Everything's the same.
All right.
Only thing that's different is one has a disc drive and one doesn't.
All right. I'll just make sure. I'm just making sure.
Would you like me to send you this leaked picture of what's gonna come inside the box?
Yeah, I seen that leak. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all the same except for one has a disc and one doesn't.
Sure, sure.
Wait, so you got your pick, you got your prices in, bro?
Oh,
I
God.
want to say the optical drive is gonna be 500,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm not sure about the digital edition.
Dude, that's what I'm saying.
No, no, because like here's the thing: how much is a 4K optical drive?
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I'll tell you this. I'm gonna go ahead and give you mine, and then you can. I think the standard
Mm,
edition, the one with the disc, is gonna be 500. Could be cheaper. They could, if they want to undercut Microsoft, they might go 450 just to do that, just to beat Xbox in price. But most time the consoles don't do $50 difference. They're always like, they usually don't go. They will usually want price up not 449. It's usually like 499. So I don't think they'll do that. But it could be 449. But I think it's gonna be 500. And I think the digital one would be 400. So I think it's gonna be the discs 500, digital 400. And the reason why I think the digital could be 400, be $100 less, it's not because it's the disc drivers worth that much, but Sony knows that they're gonna make a profit because they know if you buy a digital that you're not gonna buy games digital, right? You can't play digital, you can't play games on disc. That means you have to buy the games from the store, right? They get more money when you buy the game from the store, from their store, than you buy it from a retailer. So they know, you're selling the console at $100. They're making that money back because you're buying the game. You have to buy all your games from the store, so they're gonna make that money back because you're buying the games digital, and they get more of a cut than when you buy the game from a GameStop or a Best Buy. That's why they could. That's why they would sell it $100 cheaper. It's not. It's not really $100 cheap. It's probably only like $20 cheaper. Really, it's probably only $20 for that drive. But they're making that money because they know you're going. They're making that money in return because you buying. You had to buy the games on those store.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're gonna make that money back, that profit back from you buying them from the PlayStation store than you buying it from GameStop or somewhere else. That's why it would be $100 difference.
Yeah, that's yeah. You got that you got that there. But
If Sony wants to be really crazy, they could make it 350 or 450 to really, because the Xbox S is $300. They're not gonna sell the Xbox 5 at $300, right? Even if they're not gonna do it. But if they want to get close to Microsoft on that price, they might do 350. I can only see them doing 350 if they did the PlayStation 5 standard edition at 450. I don't see them doing. I don't see them doing 450 and 400. I don't really see that. But I think it's be 500, 400. That's a smaller decision, but they could be sneaky and really try to hit Microsoft in the gut and do a 450 and 350. But I don't know.
but again though, I'm gonna say
I'm just gonna
like
tell you, Emperor, the digital edition is not gonna be more expensive than the disc drive. There's no. I'm just telling you right now. I
Wait, what?
guarantee the digital edition will be cheaper than the digital drive.
Yeah, of course it's gonna be cheap.
There's no reason why the digital edition would be more money. You're getting less with it. Why would you pay more money for something that has less? That doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. Slim.
Yeah, it's a slim. Yeah, it's less. The digital edition had like a bigger hard drive, maybe, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
It's everything's the same, but it doesn't have a disk drive, so it's just
You know
gonna
what?
be cheap.
I'm gonna go with your line of thinking.
right, same here.
You can't change your mind after I give out these awesome predictions. Y'all just gonna bandwagon me now. Y'all just gonna jump on my
I
bandwagon.
I already said the
You already have
optical drive is gonna
yeah.
be 500.
No, you already have 500. I know that. I'm saying mayhem over here. Talk about same here. After he gave out his outrageous predictions, he gonna jump on the bandwagon.
Because here's the thing, you said a good point about them making profit out of the PSN store.
Yeah.
But also I was thinking about them making profits off the SSDs whenever they come out.
Yeah. I mean, I don't. Well, the thing is, you
Or
don't.
some of the profits.
Well, the SSD, you don't have to. I mean, they'll probably have their own as a Sony or some kind of official SSD for. But you can. They also say you can buy other SSDs too to work on the
Yeah.
PlayStation. but you have to be a certain speed, right? And those certain speeds ain't came out yet, but they will come out, right? So once those SSDs come out, you'll be able to use those for the Sony ones, right? But I still think those are gonna be expensive. Like I said, the Xbox One is like $200 for 1 TB. I think the Sony's one will probably be around the same price because they're even faster, right? So, or even the third party markets will be might be some cheaper ones, but I think if you get one that's the same speed, it's gonna be around the same price. So, but yeah, yeah. Sony might, like I said, Sony might just sell it at 450, right? They might like, hey, we want it. I don't think they really kill right now because I think whatever they're making this holiday season, they're gonna sell out. Microsoft will probably sell out too. I think both consoles will probably sell out. So I don't think it really matters the price because they're gonna sell out this holiday. But it's not about this holiday. It's about next year, right? When they have more out there,
Right.
and you won't get because the hardcore people are gonna eat them up. They don't care the price, as long as it's not too crazy, right? They're gonna eat the systems up. But it's about what happens after this holiday season, and they have more, right? And you get the more casuals trying to get them. That's when the price really matters. Holiday season don't matter. Whatever that I got, it's getting sold out, boys. But what happens after that holiday season, and it's like February and March, that's when the price is gonna be determined how many they can sell. That's gonna determine. But I think they might, but they just might want to just look better than Xbox, right? So they might do 450, but I don't think it's likely. Because even 450, because the PS4 came out at $400. So if they do come out with 450, that's still $50 more than the PS4 was when it launched. So maybe they do 450 and 350. I don't. I do think whatever the PlayStation 5 is, the standard edition, I think the digital one would be $100 less. I don't. I think they. I don't. Because to me, I don't think buying a disc list for $50 less is worth it. Because even if you don't plan on having a disc, you still it's still nice to have it just in case. Like to me, I probably will buy. I'll probably buy more games digital this time around, but I still want to buy games disc, right? But I still like watching DVDs and stuff on my PlayStation, so I want to have a disc drive just so I can put DVDs in and stuff and watch them.
Right.
So just having a digital edition doesn't, it'd be cheaper. So I think to get people, to buy a digital to be worth it, I think you need to have this be a good chunk of price. And I think $100 is that spot that makes the most sense to do. But before we close the show, y'all have any predictions for next week about what Sony's gonna do at this event besides announce the price and release date? Anything about backwards compatibility or anything like that?
I don't say if backwards compatibility will be in that conversation.
I mean, we know it's PS4, but what about PS3 and PS2? I think that I heard rumors about, Ubisoft had that thing where they said, "Oh no, you can't play your PS3 and PS2's games." I'm hearing other people say they really believe it's gonna be backwards compatible with PS2 and PS3 and PS1. I think how they're gonna do backwards compatibility is gonna be with PSN Now. I think I don't I don't know if they'll do it with this. I think it would be somehow using PSN Now. Some, I don't know. But we'll see. Because to me, it's like if they was not gonna do it at all, why not they just say you can't? It's not backwards compatible. Why is it being so hush hush? Maybe they don't want to let people down. But you think about it, they would just be like, because I'm pretty sure when they announced PS4, they're like, oh no, it's not backwards compatible at all. Right? They wouldn't know. Waiting around to see if it was. It was just like, no, it's not. So this time, it's saying it is, and there's like a boost mode and stuff like that. But they're not saying anything about the old stuff. So I think they'll save. I think they got something up the sleeve that we don't know. Something cool up the sleeve. Yeah, they still have to show about the PS5. I think it's going to be a. So my prediction is there's still going to be. I think we still might see a couple of game announcements that we haven't heard about yet. and Sony's got some kind of cool feature with the PS5 they're gonna surprise us with. That's my prediction. What we're gonna see
Uh, okay,
at
how
this
about this?
at this event. That's my prediction.
Okay, how about this? If PlayStation brings the price of the backward compatibility, where 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 you can use a you can play your you can play you can play PS like through PS1 through PS4 with a disc straight read from a disc, and then, if that can do that, then my mind is on and I then I'll buy this one.
So
Yeah.
so that would make you buy this one if you can play your older games.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
mean, how else are you gonna play them?
yeah. I mean that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Like if yeah like if Sony if Sony can let you play straight not just any backward compatibility. I mean like a disc
Yeah,
like read
yeah. Just
all
putting the old
all
PS2 game in or PS1. To me, I was thinking if they was letting you do with the disc, like you could put an old PS2 game in or
right
PS1 game in, that maybe they would have on the PSN store. You can buy old PlayStation 1 games and PS2 games and play them on them, right? That's what I was
right
thinking. Like, oh, if they're doing backwards compatibility with your old games, people who are buying
yeah
the
like
digital
dude
edition, they would have a PS, and they wanted to play those old games. They would have a PSN store for old PS1 and PS2 games that you would be able to buy and download and play.
yeah like do what like Xbox did for Xbox One when they did the 360 like I don't know why it's so hard to do though.
Well, I think it's not super hard. I think it's a little bit. I think it had if they did, it would have to be like emulation. It wouldn't be like hardware. It had to be software based. Kind of how
Like
like PC game, like how people do. People get
yeah,
emulators on the PC when they can play games. They would have to do
yeah,
something like that.
Like straight off the disc or both?
No, it'd just be like software based. Like how you can play like you can play like
Yeah, but I'm talking about like
oh you
like
put
when
the
you
you would
click
put
the
the
disc in.
you would put the disc maybe you put the disc in it and it would see the disc but then it wouldn't actually play off the disc. It would just have it. I don't know.
See, because like best case scenario for me, like I hope it just runs it. It runs it somehow natively, but I think I might just prefer it if they have it on the PSN store. You know, just stick it in, verify that you have the game, and there you have it.
And you just download it from the PSN store.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could do that right too. Like they have all these games on the PSN store, and if you instead you can buy it from the PSN store, but if you have the disc, if you stick the disc in, it can read all, and it'll just download that game from the store. So instead of playing it from the disc, it just downloads it from the store, but you don't
Yeah.
have to pay for it if it sees you have the disc, and you just download it. Yeah, like something like that can happen too, or maybe like you got PSN now and start paying for PSN now for your backwards games. If you have a disc and they'll just stream it, you can stream it for free because it knows you got the game, you get the disc.
right.
No, well,
But for
guy,
me,
go
I
ahead.
just hope they just because I still haven't talked about what my
Well, what's your
predictions are.
prediction? Let's go with it. I want to know what you got. What you thinking?
Just give me my damn pre-orders.
Look, the pre-orders are coming. That's that. Look, I don't know when they're coming, but when they announce the price, they're announcing the
Look, whatever
pre-orders.
this event is, I just want them at the very end. Pre-order now.
Just shut up.
That
Take my
that would be neat if they said pre-order now. But Sony did say a while back they would give people a notice, so I don't think they would make it. I don't think they would shot or drop
Yeah,
pre-order
that's
now.
true.
like
Maybe this is a no.
But
You don't know.
but they're gonna. You would know when. I think at this event you would get the price and you would know when you can pre-order. But I don't think you'd be able to pre-order then.
yeah like just my someone just straight in the shows and also just try to say it's also it's like the person go also have a good night just gone they're gone they show a screen say pre-order now.
Nah, I think you'd be able to pre-order. Microsoft's
like
pre-orders go up 22nd. I think Sony goes up the same day. Or I think if they're having an event on Friday where people say they are, I think you better pre-order next week. That Monday or that Tuesday, probably the 22nd too.
And
But I
there
am
are
hearing that Sony's supposed to come out. Xbox is officially coming out November 10th. I'm hearing that Sony is coming out November 17th, but they might push it up. The
like
so they're not a week. So they're not a week behind Xbox. But I don't think a week behind is gonna matter.
Just let me buy this fucking game.
right.
Yeah, I just like I said, I'm just ready for the PS5, man. I'm tired of playing Destiny 2, and the motherfucker takes 20
I'm
minutes to
tired of
load.
this fucking running around shit. Just tell me everything I want to know.
Yeah, I know.
Now, granted, I don't think Xbox can show the UI, right?
No, Xbox didn't show the UI yet, so I'm not sure. I'm not. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna have another event. They haven't announced. I don't know what they if they got any game. If they got some other, maybe they're waiting. Maybe they have another event, but they're waiting for Sony to do the event. Like I said, they had something planned. I hope that they was actually gonna announce the price and stuff for Xbox next week. But since this stuff got leaked, they went ahead and did it this
What
week.
is next week, by the way?
Nothing
Like,
special.
what convention is it?
PAX.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be a.
Because what else is left? Because there's PAX and there's something else I forgot.
Tokyo Game Show is.
Yeah, there it
Is I think not next week, but the week after next. I think it's the week of 25th. It might be the week of 27th. I'm not sure. But yeah, you still got Tokyo Game Show. Next week is PAX. PAX Online, I guess is what it's gonna be. That's what Sony's supposed to be doing on stuff. But they're doing it online. But yeah, like I said, Microsoft is supposed to have something go down. So maybe Microsoft was gonna announce it during Tokyo Game Show, or they was gonna do it before Tokyo Game Show. But since this leak came out, they had to come out and say everything. So, but yeah, yeah, I'm still like I said, I still haven't seen Xbox's UI and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure, and we don't have officially all the launch games. I mean, I guess we do third party games, but nothing like I don't know what's. But I think that maybe Microsoft's waiting for Sony to do the event, and then Microsoft might have one or two games they want to announce. Just like maybe trying to take back some of the buzz from Sony. Yeah, because I'm expecting when Sony does an event, we're gonna get the price, release date, and I think we'll get maybe a couple of new game surprises, and then we'll get like a demonstration of UI and stuff. But you didn't give us a prediction, Cecil. All this talk, and you didn't give us a prediction.
is. Oh, yeah, that's true. I just want the damn pre-order.
We know that, but
yeah.
I mean, you can if you want to predict that they're gonna shout out drop the pre-order, you can.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
that's pretty much it. It's like I'm pretty sure they're gonna announce when you're gonna be able to pre-order,
Yeah, I mean,
or whenever those emails go out.
yeah, I mean, if they announce the price, they'll announce when you can pre-order it.
Yeah,
That's yeah.
but other than that, I think because what else is there to reveal besides the UI? Maybe the lineup.
Yeah, I think there should be a more of official launch.
Yeah.
What you can get at launch, I think there should be. I keep like I said, that one game got pushed to next year, which I was pretty excited about playing that. But yeah, like that Kena game, that game looked really good and looked really fun. I was really
Yeah, I was looking forward to that.
yeah, I was really looking forward to that. And I don't think it was gonna be a full price game either. I think it's gonna be like a $40 game. So having that game and having Miles Morales have been a good combination for my PS5. On top of my other games, I'll be able to play with it too. Like this old games on it. But my question is, closing out, if I know there's gonna be like a next gen version of Apex and Destiny, I guess they'll be ready to go on launch. But I wonder if they're not ready to go on launch. Not so much Destiny, but like Apex, would that be playable on the PS5 at launch? Even if it's just a PS4 version, because it's not a disc, it's just a download, it's a digital version. I wonder if that'd be ready to go on launch day. Even if it's not the next gen version, it's just the PS4 version. I want that to be ready to play on PS5 day one. Maybe we'll see something with that. demonstration or something.
But these be cross generational.
Not I know not all games, but a lot of games are. I know because Call of Duty is.
Yeah.
They said that doing multiplayer, like you can play with PS5 people, can play with PS4 people. So and it's cross platform too, so you can have somebody on the PS5 playing against somebody on the Xbox One, I guess, and with PC. So I guess it probably just depends on the game. I don't know about Destiny. I don't know if Destiny will, but I think Destiny will be, but it won't be. It's not cross play, but I think you'll be able to play with people. The thing is, I know Destiny will probably be 60 frames on the next gen, but it's not 60 frames on old systems, so I'm not sure. Call of Duty is 60 frames now, right? So, it's supposed to be 120 on the PS5, so I don't know. And I guess people on PC can play it higher frame rate than people on the PS4, and you can still do cross play, so I guess it don't really matter. But yeah, guys,
I think that's it, right?
yeah, I think that's it. I think
Let me close this out.
close it out.
Well, with the last topic, I passed Ghost of Tsushima already, and my God, it's an incredible game.
Mm.
Mayhem, get on it.
Get on it, Mayhem. Where you at? Where you at, Mayhem?
Dude, I've been crying my ass off. Dude, I've been grinding 2K last night, like 12 hours on the street.
I know. I jumped on there and seen you play. I didn't type anything, but I jumped on there and seen you playing.
Yeah.
Dream Ghost of Tsushima. It's a good game.
Yeah, it's a good game.
It's a 5 out of 5.
I don't know. Like, I do honestly. I do know. I need. Do I know? I need to go back. I need to go back to it. Cause I don't know what happened. Like is your new game popping up? I just want to get. I'm gonna get to our pro skater. I'm gonna get. NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I start
but
games. I finish them. I don't play around. If I like them, I finish them.
oh, yeah.
If put DLC come out in multiplayer, yeah, I think I finished Kobushina.
Yeah, finish it before that. We need to play that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a 5 out of 5. Like for me, like it's not my game of the year. That's still for Last of Us.
Even though I ain't finished it, even though I still finished, I still feel like Ghost of Tsushima is gonna be game of the year.
For you, huh?
Yes. I pretty did said I did say in my impression that goes with Shield.
I would like, since both of y'all like this game so much, I would like to see y'all play did any of y'all play Infamous Second Son?
I
No,
did.
I did play the DLC.
Okay, well, DLC's a little different, but you get the.
I played that. I played. I played that.
Cause I really like Infamous a lot. I mean, the Second Son was okay. I didn't like it as much as the other two, but it was a good game, good graphics. I just didn't like the character as much.
But dude, my favorite is the second one though.
Yeah, the second one's really good. Yeah, I didn't like how it ended, but
yeah, but the comeback though.
yeah, it was fun.
On
And Second
So
Son was
what were
fun.
we trying to say?
I just wanted to see if y'all played that since y'all like this Ghoshima so much, and they made Second Son. Cause I enjoyed Second Son a lot.
Yeah, I never actually played it.
It's pretty good. I mean, if you like the DLC, you would like it because the DLC you only get one power. The Second Son you get multiple powers, and you can switch out and stuff. So it's pretty.
Second Son, Second Son is just weird, to me.
I enjoyed it. I just didn't like it as much as the other ones. I just didn't like the story as much, but the game itself was good. The graphics were good.
I'll say very cool, very cool. You very cool to have a decision. You want to be a good guy, bad guy. I give him that.
Yeah.
Everything else just, But the DLC though, which I forgot what that DLC called.
First Light.
Yeah, First Light is pretty nice. First Light pretty nice.
I didn't play First Light because I knew it was gonna happen because you kind of get her backstory during the games. I don't like prequels, so I'm like I don't care. And like shit, and her power was the same. You get her power in the game. Code gets her power, so I'm like, ah, it's not even a new type
Yeah,
of power.
yeah,
So I was like, oh, I don't care.
yeah. I mean, yeah, but sorry though. It's good to you know. Yeah, it's okay. But it's just funny. I pretty interested. First story, then the second son.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, whole story you get in the second son, right? You know what happens to her. You don't get to play it out, but you know the end result. So that kind of makes me not want to play it. And you're not getting a new power because the power she has, Code gets, right? So it's like ah,
Right.
if she had like a different power, maybe that would make me play it more than just playing this power I played in second son. And I know the outcome of her story, so I'm not really interested because of the story because I know what's gonna happen. So I'm just like, oh, I don't care.
I had no context for the story
Yeah.
going into the DLC. So
Yeah, I mean you don't have to because it's a standalone, right?
yeah,
So if you don't know a story, then it's probably better because
Yeah.
you can you don't have to, you don't know the outcome, right? You play Second Son, you know the outcome already, so it's like oh
Oh, you know, I just realized though, we never did we never. Dude, this is like the first time we didn't do like introduction, introduce ourselves.
yeah, because we was talking so much in the beginning before I actually said we was live. Well, we was live before I actually started. We was talking so much in the beginning,
yeah, that's true.
so I didn't do it. But we're about to end the stream, so y'all can tell you who you are or where they can find you, especially since you didn't give no introduction before I close it. So Mayhem.
So all right. My name is Mayhem. As always, glad to be here. And y'all can find me on twitch.tv/dd underscore mayhem. To it to see some to see some content like I do gameplays. I do some gameplay, just have fun, and pretty much just have fun, just interact with people. Yeah.
All right.
Hi, this is Emperor Gill. You can find me on Twitter at Emperor Gill.
Yeah, and then this is Chaotic Smith, and if I do stream, you find me streaming on this channel, and usually I just stream multiplayer games. You know, sometimes I might stream something crazy, but yeah, guys. Just thank everybody for tuning in. I always thank Devil's Commentary for the comments, even though he talks crazy stuff half the time, but it's always fun. And yeah, we're gonna hopefully next week we're gonna have some cool content. Hopefully, we get some PS5 news with some prices and stuff.
Please PS5.
And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the show.